Oh, hello guys, welcome back. So today I'm going to show you all my anthuriums. I'm very excited. I counted all my plants and I am shocked to say that 50% of my collection, all these plants in here, 50% they're anthuriums. I cannot believe. Like I says in the beginning of I can't even speak in the beginning. In the beginning of the year, I said this was the year of the anthuriums. I clearly have bought so many. As always, I'm going to show you the good and the bad, and let's jump into it. So I actually want to start with the big one. So Anthurium metallicum. Oh, also, I'm wearing an Colorado Avs shirt. I know. Where's the Leafs shirt? Since you're from Toronto, listen. This video is coming out on Monday. My boyfriend and I are going to Colorado just to watch an Avs game. I think they're against the Preds, so go Avs. And this is a Kale McCarr. Hey girl, do you see everything? McCarr. I had him on my fantasy hockey league last year and I won and he slayed. Okay, let's jump into it. Anthurium metallicum right over here. Beast. So yeah. So these are the two leaves. So the one over here is the oldest. It's a lot bigger. And then this one is the second newest. I think I said in a post that the newest leaf, which is almost hard enough, I said that this one was bigger, or the biggest leaf. I don't know if it is anymore. Like, I don't know, it could be. Let me just see if it's hard enough. Ooh, it's close. It's really close. But in January, I wanted to experiment again with my anthuriums in leca. So I put my queen in leca, previously in pond. I put my metallicum in leca, previously in pond. And I think the metallicum is already such a hardy plant. Like you could grow in any type of media, even like feed-wise, like it'll be okay. And I'm so happy because, you know, in that time that I transferred it, it stalled, it didn't really do anything, and so I'm very happy to see these big leaves all over. Roots are in the reservoir, so 3-gallon bucket, leca again. There's some in the reservoir, not that many. They're doing their thing, and this is what I was saying, like metallicum, usually with other anthuriums, like a lot of the roots would already have died off just because anthurium roots don't like sitting in water long term. One of the plants that I don't have under a grow light, she sits right here against my south facing window. I've said before, during the fall, which is, you know, the time I'm filming this, the sun is lower. So there's a gap between the two condos and it's more of a direct view. However, I know in like a few weeks, I'm gonna have to think about something, like probably gonna buy these vertical grow lights. And since, you know, I transferred that in January to leca, why don't we do its counterpart, since I did it at the same time, the queen anthurium, the Anthurium Warocqueanum. This is the green form, and I've had the hardest time with this plant since I transferred it into leca. I don't know, I kind of concluded, but I'm still not sure. Like I made assumptions that it was probably because the CalMag and maybe iron wasn't high enough and the quality of the leaves was just so bad. I have since, in the past month or two, I've reintroduced CalMag and this new leaf looks Dendrolina. Okay, so old leaf. I actually don't know when this came out. It was probably close to the beginning of the year. Or it's, I don't know if this is the mother leaf. I have no idea. Finally, everyone. She's not hard enough, but every time a new queen leaf would come out, it would be really light. It would feel like the cell walls would be so thin. This is a lot thicker, a lot greener. And the difference between the Metallica with this one is that I kept the moss pole, you know, that was already there when she was in pond, just because there is a big root system in here. It's all algified. That's not a word. There's a lot of algae, so you can't really see, plus there's cling wrap, but I didn't want to disrupt it, take it out of the moss. Plus the stem is so, do you see this is how long I've had this plant? Look at the stem. I'm really excited. I'm trying to protect it. I already damaged the bottom. Look at the bottom, y'all. You can't see it because it's waving. Y'all remember the glory days of my Queen Anthurium last year when she was living in pond. And because, you know, the quality of the foliage was so amazing last year in pond, like I wanted to see how it would do in leca again. Like, and this year I've learned that it wasn't easy. But anyways, second plant, the queen of all queens. Let's show one that I haven't shown in a while, but that was and still is an iconic plant, the king Anthurium Veitchii. So she's lived up there. I don't know if y'all can see, Future Kevin zoom in. She's lived up there, not getting a grow light. However, during the summer, the sun was so harsh, and so she's a little yellow. She's pushing out inflow again, and I'm like, why? I just want to focus on foliage. And so let's maneuver ourselves around this monstera leaf. How bad do you look? A little bleached, but this leaf is stunning still. She's still here. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, guys. I've ignored the King Anthurium. I think I said last year at the beginning of the year, I need to get it out of this planter. I have not changed the planter, and I think there's something wrong with like the pH in here. Wow, so pretty. I just love the abs. I'm starting to pay attention. The thing is, the indicator is broken, so I always have to be careful when I water it. There's definitely times I've overwatered it. There are constantly inflows. Okay, I'm gonna cut the inflow. Say goodbye. But yeah, I need to give this one more care. Oh my god, this one is so dry. Okay, we have the Anthurium Zara Michelle. That's wrong. The Anthurium Dark Crystal crossed with Zara Michelle. So pretty. Oh my god. Someone said butthole sinus. Actually, a lot of people, and I was like, that is the best thing I've ever heard. Look. Okay, so these leaves, so like through time, they'll be more red in the beginning, and I have repotted her recently. And yeah, I'm just, oh, the sun's coming out, and I just like love how that dot is still there. This leaf has been here forever. I did repot her into a bigger planter of Lushusa Pond. I was just thinking that since she's happy in pond already, like why change things? And just knowing how hardy, like Crystallinum, Zara Michelle, like very, very hardy in my opinion. And so I was like, why not? The sun, it's coming out. Okay, guess what time it is? I think it's like 9:45. Oh, it's 10, okay. Yeah, so I originally got this from the Props to UTO. This was one of David's plants, and I am obsessed, super obsessed. Oh my god, the sun is really just like, oh, this is heavier than I thought. One last time, I need to be the one who takes you home. One last time. There's a new leaf? Okay. Okay, this is in the top 3 favorite Anthuriums in my collection, I would say. The Anthurium NOID code red crossed with Papillilaminum A+. So she's pretty dark. It's hard to, do you see how the sun is attacking us right now? I love it though. But she gets these like really pink red veins in the beginning. I'll show you the other one. And sometimes they have like a lack of sinus up here. You can see it on previous leaves too. Kinda. This one wasn't separated. It kind of does look like an A+. Wow, look at you. So pretty. Do you see the ears? So another plant that I got from the Prop Studio from David. This is one of Two Plant Daddy's hybrids. So yeah, look at her. She's doing so well. I forgot to mention that I just spilled everything. Let me just clean this. Oh my god, can you get off? I forgot to mention that the majority, if not like 99% of my anthuriums are in self-watering planters or apparatuses, just because anthurium roots, when they dry out, they get so angry, like so angry, you'll see in the foliage. And just know how you are as a plant parent. Like I know that I don't water my plants often, I don't check up on them often, so just having that reservoir just kind of saves the plant if you forget one time. Like for example, I'm supposed to water my plants this week, but I'm going to Denver. But because I have a reservoir, and because substrates like pond hold on to a lot of moisture, keeps that around the roots, and therefore the roots in the plant doesn't get angry. Okay, ooh. There's a lot of beneficial bugs because I released some bugs. Wow, this lighting is like intensiania. This is my Anthurium Magnificum crossed with Crystallinum. So this was from Lauren from North Shore Tropicals. She gifted me a few seedlings, and you'll see all of them today. Some are just like not doing well. This is one of them. They were itty bitty. I did propagate this one. So this is the top cutting, put in tree fern. I want to see. There is some, I don't know what kind of damage that is. The previous 2 leaves, I was in love with this one because she was so round. Wow, that's pretty. And then I think this is the oldest leaf. I'm not sure. So previously in Le Shoes Upon, I think ultimately I just wanted to propagate just to see how it'd do. The new sleeve is a lot smaller because I did transfer it. I can see a new leaf coming out, which is very exciting. And we really need to take in how the butt cut's doing. I'm only seeing this leaf now because, like I said, I never look at my plants. It pupped like 3 times. And so what I'm going to show you is this bush. Okay, so that's the newest leaf. Insane, I know. And then as we pan around, there's another one there. There's some babies. There's a lot getting stuck. Like, I think you can see a leaf over there. But look, it's doing so well. So again, no leaves. Essentially, like 80% of the root system. And I kept it. It took a while, but just kept it against my south-facing window under a grow light. And she's here. I think because I didn't disrupt the root system that much, like I think the roots were already situated, I gave it what it needed, I didn't feed it because it was just nothing, essentially. I don't know, they're doing so well. Yay! Okay, Anthurium, Zara F2 crossed with Michelle F3. So this is the new leaf. She's starting to harden off. So dark foliage, you can see the veining, just so amazing. The leaf is a lot smaller. Same thing I did with the previous plant. I took a top cutting. I'll show you the butt cut because it has so many leaves. I'm so excited. And then these 2 leaves, they're still doing well. Look at those veins. And they do hang on to the red. I think I've said before, this camera doesn't do a good job at showing the red tone. And clearly the sun is like ruining everything right now. Tree fern mix, self-warming planter. I do see, and it's happening here too, there is some damage. Can you see it? On the edges. So similar to the mag crystal that I showed you. I hope it's showing. It might be because like I did dry it out without knowing. Like these self-watering planters don't have indicators, so I actually like guess like they have like a place where you could see the reservoir, but it's kind of hard sometimes. First leaf since I chopped it, again a lot smaller than the last 2. But still a super gorgeous plant. Let me grab, there's 2. So again, this was a butt cut. Look at these. Purple. Actually, it might be 2 separate ones because like there wouldn't be 2 new leaves like at this stage on one pop. So maybe there's 3. They're just right next to each other. Wow. Okay, so look at this. Do you see the pond just like rolling around? Rolling on the river. Okay, the other pup is this one. These 2 leaves. I think this was actually the first one. But yeah, eventually, depending like how the root system grows, I am going to separate them. And then, I don't know, we'll see. It's so sparkly. Again, the camera's like not doing a good job. It is like so sparkly. But yeah, same thing as my mag crystal. South-facing window, grow light. Didn't do a thing. And so I was worried, but I just made sure that the chonk was like pretty moist. And I didn't want to do, I think if you have a big root system already on a plant, it's obviously easier for it to bounce back. I did take mid cuttings and they all died just because I didn't have high humidity. Y'all know that this room is, I grow my plants in ambient conditions, and so I now know if I'm taking a mid cut to put in high humidity because I lost like all the mid cuts that I took from the Zara Michelle. Either way, I'm so happy. That is amazing. That is just so stunning. Oh, if I lost an Anthurium. Where are you at, girl? Okay, I'm putting some of these away. What substrate do y'all love growing your Anthuriums? You know, I've tried Leca. I have concluded that I don't necessarily like it the best. I've grown my Anthuriums in pond for so long, and I'm spilling water again? Okay, I've grown my Anthuriums in pond for so long, and I've just started this year doing tree fern substrate. I like tree fern substrate right now. I've always loved pond. I think with pond, it's better if you have more mature specimens. Like, I think they tolerate it better. Every time I do like baby Anthuriums, they don't do so well. Yeah, I think younger Anthuriums do better in tree fern substrate. I still don't know why. It's been less than a year, so I just know that people swear by tree fern fiber. Okay, Anthurium Clarinervium. Sheesh. I love the veins. Okay, my insularis, because my insularis lives just trailing on top of this leaf. This is the damage from it because she was expanding and then I didn't move it, didn't realize. It's still a gorgeous leaf. Look at this. All the leaves really. Look at, oh my gosh. Living in Luxuria pond. She's lived in pond for a while, and I actually had a hard time. I mean, this is one of the plants I had a hard time with. It's an itty bitty plant. I think the over fertilization really like affected it. And so I did a lot of flushes. I transferred it into a new pond, and then she started taking off. I just had to be a little more gentle. I just had to be more gentle. One that I love right now. Oh my god, this is it goes by species Napo, but also, I'm forgetting. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Look at this new leaf. I don't think I've ever shown it. Look. I'm this close because, look, the sun is just gonna not... it's not gonna show it. Ears, bunny ears. Look at this freaking sinus, man. It's so cute. I don't know. I think that's so cute. Previous leaf, same situation. And then the oldest one. To my surprise, it popped. So this is the first leaf. Look at how cute. This is so cute. Do you see this? It's so cute. I'm gonna wait until it grows its own independent root system, then I'll separate it. But this one just lives against my south-facing window. It's one that I've ignored so much. You'll see that all the ones against my south-facing window, I'm starting to ignore. This new leaf is everything. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay, Anthurium Forgetii. See, the thing I hate about these planters, you swoosh a little bit and it swooshes out. This is the top cutting of my Anthurium Forgetii. I don't know if I've posted it on Instagram yet, but the butt cut where I kept one leaf is doing so great. The texture looks amazing in those pictures. The first new leaf, she's a little damaged, but look at her. Yeah, Forgetii is, again, one of those. I just love the Lacussinus. Yeah, she's doing great. And actually, the main difference is that I have her against my south-facing window. A year ago, when I had it in pawn initially, I found that the leaves were getting smaller. It took forever for leaves to, come out. I think the difference was it was relying just on the south-facing window, but it was like a meter away. These leaves are up against it, like really close. It's actually tolerated the sun pretty well. They're still pretty dark. So I think she's doing okay. Oh god, I have to move these philodendrons, oh my god. Okay, Anthurium luxurians. Actually, Magnificum crossed with Luxurians. So, let's get closer so you can see the leaf. Wow, 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 wow. Look how big, guys. The second oldest leaf. I talked about how, since I cut it, she pushed out this leaf. Very gorgeous, look at that. Hiding. Look at how the new leaf is like, there can only be one, sir. Oh my god, I'm giving Tintin. Do you see this? But actually, Future Kevin put in a picture. When I was preparing for this video, this leaf was just slamming against the window, and that actually was happening with my metallicum, and that's why she's like a lot closer to the room than the window. But it's just stunned. Do you see? Again, this is from when I released my beneficials. There's lots of the transporting substrate on the leaves. It's so pretty. I love this plant. There's a butt cut. The butt cut was so slow, and I was actually surprised because Maglux, very resilient, like in my opinion. Oh, I know why it's slower. It's because I transferred it to tree fern. She was previously in Luxuria pond, and I took like a lot of the pond off just to put it into my new tree fern substrate. And because I think I disrupted the root system, that's why it took a long time. I gotta fix my hair. Oh my god, look at my hair. This one's against my west-facing window, but there is still a grow light there. So, oh my god, can you see? Let me just adjust. I need to this is what I'm talking about. The sun is right there. And because it's November, it's a lot lower. In the summertime, it'd be up there. And sometimes a lot of these plants wouldn't get like a good angle of the view of the sun. And so the intensity would be different. This is like a lot warmer, even though we're into the colder months. I think it's like 3 degrees outside right now, Celsius. And that's why I want to put like anthuriums that are pretty hardy and that can take, an occasional blast from the sun. And I'm just like adjusting the leaves because that leaf was slamming. I love how I have to carry these two philodendrons together. Oh, don't fall. Oh my god. Okay, Kevin, just put them down. Oh my god. Yeah, previously, guys, I had my queen actually against the window because I didn't really have room for it. She was getting these Burina grow lights, and now she's getting Burina grow lights currently, but what was that? I just saw in the quality of the foliage that it was getting too bleached. I feel like Forgetii Mag Luxurians, like I do think they're more where they can tolerate it better. Do I want to actually move? Today I'm moving my Clarinervium against my window because it's a hardy one as well. Is this gonna be a mistake? But I don't wanna know. If you're playing me, keep it on the low. Cause my heart can't take it anymore. But if you're creeping, please don't let it show. Oh, baby, I don't wanna know. I wasn't recording. Let's repeat what I just said. Anthurium Magnificum cross with Ace of Spades Tezula Dark form. This is just stunning. I've said this before. I got a bunch of seeds, itty bitties, and this is the only one that had dark foliage like this. This is a hybrid from Northern Plant Room Somnia. Oh my gosh, look at this plant. She said before that I hit the jackpot. And that's saying a lot from like the grower. Like maybe she saw that there wasn't as much darkness in the foliage, and it was actually a gift. So thank you. Like I didn't even order this, and now it's one of my favorites. It's funny how stuff like that happens. I have one here. I did take a division, so it's a clone of this one, Rabbit, and this is the only Anthurium I think that I don't have in a self-watering planter. It's still in one of those pots, and I keep missing the sweet time when to repot it. Look, and then she's pushing out a new leaf. So I'll wait till this hardens off, and then I'm gonna repot it. But I was thinking, like, since I have this one, should I just like sell or trade this one? Yeah, I mean, beautiful. So beautiful. Was in Lushusa Pond. I have since switched it to my tree fern substrate, and this one's in tree fern substrate. And I think it's an easy plant. I actually think that it's a pretty fast plant, but she hasn't pushed out anything since I transferred her just because of the shock factor. It's fast. Like I made a division. Again, I'm gonna show you. I think everyone's like tired of me showing this one, but this is from the same seed batch and y'all need to see the difference. This one, still a stunning plant, but a lot more green. It looks to me that the foliage is a lot longer. So I'll get close so you get the idea. Over here, same seed batch. Do you see the difference? That's actually crazy. I want to name this one just because she's so unique, like so unique. So comment a name that I should give this one. It's so crazy. I love her. Okay, the next one is got from Kitty. It was originally from propagate_Shayna, but it's a unnamed Carla crossed with a flat Besseae. So this is the newest leaf. You can see all that going on here. And I was told that Carlas are notorious for producing offspring that has blister. And I need to be, listen here, I don't know much about anthuriums. I feel like I was schooled in a good way about blister variegation and like how that term is used loosely. I'm not really going to talk about it today, but I'm in love with it. So I'm just in love with it, look. I was giving this too much light, everyone. So now she's probably getting like 200 to 500 foot candles in a tree fern mix, self-watering planter. And it's going to be actually interesting to see, like, is it not as deep green because I'm not feeding it properly? Is it the grow light? Is it because there's a root sitting in the reservoir? Like, it's going to be so interesting just watching it grow and just gathering all that data so you could become a better plant parrot. Have you ever loved somebody so much it makes you cry? Have you ever tried to find the words, but it won't come out right? Ooh, have you ever loved somebody? Have you ever needed something? Listen, Have You Ever by Brandy? It's in my top 5 favorite songs of all time. That is, guys, listen to it if you don't know it. I think it came out in 99. Am I right? Am I right? Am I right? I'm wrong. 98. Oh my gosh, I'm not a fan. I don't think I've shown this one. Ooh, this is exciting. This is from Cartel Down. It is. Someone commented like, I love how you pause after you say the word. This is an HU King of Spades crossed with red Crystallinum. So This was a lot more red when she came to me. You could kind of see the remainder there. Still so pretty. I bought this one specifically because I liked the veins, and I guess I got this a month ago. Put in tree fern. She's doing spectacularly, I feel. Old leaf over there. I just really want a big one. I have another one. I'll show it to you when I get to it. There's a lot of plants in front of it, but again, the excitement of growing plants from itty bitties to like massive plants. It's especially anthuriums. Like sometimes there's certain qualities that will only show up when the plant matures. Oh, it's so exciting.